Okay, we are getting close to the end of this exercise. Okay, remember, so the name of the game is we want to go from a sales budget, figure out how much we need to produce in order to supply everything that we need for the sales, including leaving some inventory left over so that we're ready to go for our upcoming year after this. Once we know how to value what our ending finished goods inventory is, we can use that to make cost of goods sold budget, which then goes into our income statement. So let's go with that. Now, we figured out, remember, that our ending inventory was worth $1,390, and we are going to assume that our beginning finished goods inventory is valued at $1,251. Okay, I just unhid the blank cost of goods sold budget schedule here in this spreadsheet, and you'll notice first of all that this is for the whole year. It's not quarter by quarter, and we can take and put in our assumption as before that we have our beginning finished goods inventory of 1,250 that's given here. So we basically need to take everything from up above and start doing some calculations or doing some pulling information down, and we can figure out what our cost of goods sold is. So let's go with this. Okay. So our direct materials, this is going to be, we're going to have to do a little bit of calculation, right? So let's go look up at our direct materials usage needs, and we'll figure out how much those are going to cost. So we go up here to our direct materials budget, okay, and notice, right, that the amount of direct materials total here is not what shows up here in our cost of goods sold budget, okay, because we didn't use all of the materials we purchased. We had some inventory left, right? So we have to figure out how much we actually used. The amount that we used is found a little higher up in these schedules, right? This is our production needs, is the line that we're interested in here. We actually needed 5,720 t-shirts, right? So we bought a little bit more than what we actually needed, but what we actually needed and used in production was 5,720, and the rest of it was for inventory left over. And likewise, our production needs for the ink is this row here, and that's that 28,600. Okay, so in order to calculate our top line in the cost of goods sold schedules, our direct materials that we actually used, I'm going to scroll back down there, and we're going to do a calculation here. So it is our production needs for the t-shirts times the amount that it costs per t-shirt, so $3, plus our production needs for the ink times the amount that the ink costs per ounce. So that's how you calculate our direct materials used. And again, this 22,880 number is not the same as this total direct material, because some of the direct material that we purchased is going to be remaining in inventory, okay? The rest of it is pretty straightforward. It's very straightforward. Okay, so our cost of goods sold, our direct labor used, we're just going to go and grab that, because we don't have any labor in inventory. That's not a thing, right? So here's our direct labor. That's $68.64. We pick that up. Our overhead was this total overhead budget. So there's all that. So then we sum those up. and that gives us $39,756. Now, this is what our total cost of good manufacturing, our manufacturing costs are, right? We started with our beginnings finished goods, so that means that our cost of goods available for sale is these two together. So our manufacturing cost plus our beginning finished goods inventory. Okay, and then we subtract our ending finished goods. So that's why we had to go through this exercise last time of calculating the unit cost and using that to derive the value of the ending inventory. So we're going to present that as a negative, 1390, and then that gives us our budgeted cost of goods sold. Okay, so that's $39,617 budgeted cost of goods sold.